Today's version of all men are on the trash spectrum. Today we have a story about a dude who, how we say that that women are just replaceable to most men who marry us. Not all, but more than you think. Don't think just because you have children with them that they literally will pretend like you never existed. Like that. Well, okay, let's just get into it. Although I am forming my own column, I really enjoy responding to other people's columns. I think some of these columnists give way too many benefits of the doubt to men. So this one is in the New York Times. They wrote into the ethicist, which is this dude who's like tries to help you figure out if it's ethical or how or what to do or whatever. I will literally never take advice from a man. Okay, except for a few men in my life who I know and love and trust, but never take advice from men in general because most of them cannot possibly understand the impact of anything on other people in general, but especially on women. Anyway, so a reader wrote in, a few years ago, my cousin became single after an end to a decades-long marriage. Okay, so decades, that's at least 20 years, possibly 30, I don't even know. But 20 years is, that is twice as old as he is. He's 10, and I think about him dying all the time. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I do, but did not mean to go there. Somehow my little brain thinks that if you worry about things before they happen somehow that will make them not as painful, and that's not true. That just makes things miserable in the moment and then also painful later. Okay, sorry. Both he and I are Catholic. Okay, and the rules on divorce aren't as clean cut as they are under the law. I am not Catholic, so I would love to hear from my Catholic folks out there. Probably not many of you who follow me are Catholic, but I'm pretty sure a lot of recovering Catholics might be following me. I don't understand the laws under all this because it seems like there's a lot of not so clear-cut laws, like abortion, but no, gay marriage, never mind. What is it? The Pope and his little king baby butt. The audacity to tell me and other child-free women that we're selfish for not having kids and having a dog instead. I wrote a whole article, opinion piece for Cosmo. I should go over that one day, but more on the Pope later. I'm coming for you one day. But I don't even know what these rules are. It doesn't sound like they're very clear for anybody. Because my cousin and his ex-wife were married in a Catholic wedding. It means that, as far as the Catholic Church is concerned, my cousin and his ex are still married in the eyes of God. Okay. So, what is this? Are Catholics not supposed to get remarried? Like, ever? Because it seems like they do. Anyway, I guess it's just like any religion. Maybe it's like more by the rules and then not, and it's a spectrum. I don't know. I literally know nothing about Catholicism other than the fact that it's really big here in France. Well, not so much now, but all these beautiful churches. I'm like, wow. And I'm like, oh, pretty sure there's a terrible story behind this. Anyway, in recent years, my cousin has found a new partner. Notice we don't get the context for this. I'm gonna bet it's an affair. Because they say, I don't know if this is a man or woman, I don't know what gender the person is writing it, because it's a cousin. But it became a single after an end to a decade. Okay, how did it end? That is so important. That is so important. Maybe we'll find out. It has a new partner. That was fast. I'm really curious if the wife was Catholic or if she converted, just like that woman I covered in the piece a few days ago who moved to Alaska and abandoned her career in New York at Juilliard to volunteer for search and rescue or something. I don't even know. Don't ever do that. Don't convert for men. They would never do that for you. unless you had a lot of money and they were marrying up. But he loves her dearly. I'm sure. I want to know how long these people have been together. I'm sure he dearly loves this woman so much. He recently proposed. His fiance is also Catholic. Okay, but we don't know if the other one was Catholic. But she is. She's never been married and would like to have a Catholic wedding. This normally could not happen. Okay, I'm learning some stuff here because my cousin is already married to someone. Because the Catholic Church won't ever let you leave. Wait, hold on. Isn't that why? Oh my God, this is how little I know about religion because I just literally don't care. I was in the parking lot doing while I was supposed to be in Sunday school. Anyway, got kicked off choir tour. And then my mom was like, okay, don't go back. My image is more important than you going to church. But didn't the whole, didn't they, create a whole nother church? Is it Protestant? Because the dude was like, I want a new butt. Remind me, did I tell you about going to the Jesus-themed amusement park? I need to make a video on that. I wrote about it for the Daily Beast, but I've got photos. Crucifixions of hot Jesus, Jesus karaoke, the most nationalistic, terrifying military propaganda show called the God Bless America show that also included Jesus. Scariest thing ever. I should talk about that. But anyway, I don't know my Bible. I don't know religion. And I love that for me. I do know at the Jesus-themed amusement park during the Women Who Love Jesus show, they all were talking about him like they wanted to fork him. I'm not even kidding. Is this how they recruit women into this religion? They make it seem like this dude's hot. Oh, and they also whitewash him. I was like, Jesus doesn't have blonde hair. What? But it seemed like some woman who was bleeding all from every orifice was almost got stoned. And he swooped in and saved her. And then another one. I don't know. But Jesus had a six-pack. Here's just a preview of me at the Jesus-themed amusement. This painting is called Jesus in Your Corner. Jesus is a boxer. God, I can't believe I haven't told that story yet. Oh my God, y'all. I ADHD, through a process called annulment. Oh, okay, isn't that the same word? Why did he say it like that? Anyway, my cousin can petition the church and ask for his marriage to effectively be erased in the eyes of God. A decades-old marriage erased like it never happened. Can I get a time machine? What? If he could just annihilate her like so many men decide to do, he'd probably do that. But maybe he doesn't have a violent bone in his body. For this to happen, though, he needs to have a witness to corroborate his claims, and he has come to me to help him. I would love to know. I bet you this is a woman. Well, maybe not, because men know that men will cover for each other. But also men will exploit, they will exploit the kindness, I just want to be happy. They know that we will make the dumbest excuses for their inexcusable behavior. Either way, it doesn't even matter. The man has so much audacity to even be doing this. The problem is that he was, here we go. He was happily married for many years. Okay, we've already established this is decades. Plural, so at least 20 years. Don't backtrack, okay? And he has 3 children. 3 children who can attest to that. Okay, 3 children who can attest to him being happily married. So if the children can attest to that, my guess is that this wife was blindsided. And this is what makes this stuff so much worse. Because, a lot of women know their husbands hate them. How could you not? You just kind of whatever. He hates me, but you know what? I hate you too. So I'm going to complain about him all the time. Because I'm stuck raising kids with this forker, so I just make the best. But it's these men. Seriously, I think it would be so much harder. Okay, maybe not harder. I think maybe they're not even, it's like apples and oranges. But more shocking to be happily married or think you're happily married and the children even think there's no problem. I mean, children know. If this was like a messed up, now, of course, this cousin is like, what do you know? You're saying that the kids think it's happy. Like, still. But kids tend to know when parents hate each other. Like, kids are so smart. They may not have the language for it, but I would be willing to bet that children can sense a divorce coming way before even the parents can. Because the parents are too close to it. They're in denial. But the kids, because they have no power and they're dependent on these people, I'm telling you, your kids, they know so much more than the adults realize. They may be really not know a lot, obviously, because parents hide things very well. But if there's a lot of tension in that house, those kids know. They know. They know. They are more in touch with the truth a lot of times than both of the adults who are doing that, who are having difficulty. But especially if there's a lot of resentment there, they know. So if, let's say the kids think that this was a happy marriage, 3 of them, and this cousin thinks that it was a happy marriage, this man just left after 20 years at least and is so in love with this, I'm guessing younger, this other woman, that's this. I want to know. I want to hear from the ex, because one of the things that I learned from being on, TikTok and YouTube and stuff in the last couple of years, the people that I follow, the people, my mutuals, and then just other like random women who will pop up in my feed talking about how they could not believe how quickly their husbands and easily and with zero guilt, with zero hesitation, just left for another woman. And that woman replaced them. Being replaceable. It doesn't matter how, that's why you should not audition for this job, y'all. Don't be replaceable. And by that, if you asked your husband, and you hear it in the vows all the time, what do you love about me? And everything he says is about something you do for him or to make his life easy. Oh, you're such a loving mom. You're so kind. You are just so nice. You hold me down. You're such a great mother. You're my rock. You know what I tell you about that one. Any of this stuff that is all about like what you can endure or how nice you are, i.e. put up with from him and keep that smile. Let's just call that what it is, people pleasing. Codependency maybe. But being nice is not a compliment. I don't ever want to be called nice from a man that I'm dating or married to. Like in a certain context, obviously. I don't want to be a big old bag, but I don't want my partner to ever think that I'm just so nice. I want them to know, you better treat me well or else. Like, I am not just going to grin and bear this crap. You know what I mean? I am choosing to be here. And if I sense that you are not choosing to be here and really excited about this, obviously life throws curveballs and there are challenging moments. But if I ever got the sense that you didn't think that I, the individual, was special and amazing instead of just like a wife, bye-bye. I'm leaving. Me and my little band. And so this happens more than y'all think. I hear women's stories of being like, yeah, she just slid right in every possible way, because it was never about her, the individual. It was about what she did for him, how she made his life better, the children she gave him, the body that was available to him. He's just, walking off with her body, right? More men think like that than you think. And so if they just get bored, because he was happily married. What happened, bro? I don't know, just need something new. Bye, family. Now he wants an annulment after 20 years and is like, hey, cuz, Will you just laugh for me? I'm telling you, the way men will literally just leave their whole family, start over, clean slate, as if that never happened. Or, you know, the kids, and if you're lucky, they keep in touch with the kids. But if the kids are grown up, then whatever, you know. My job is done. I'm going to hop into another marriage and probably cheat in order to get into that one because they can't be alone. They cannot be alone. 20 years with alone. Oh, now he's engaged again. I would love to know the timeline of this. That would say everything. I would be willing to put money that this man cheated. Because the fact that he wants it annulled is so disrespectful. I know it's because of the, right? But that's so disrespectful. 20 years with this woman. And he's like, can't we just pretend that never happened? She's probably like, I have your name. I gave up my name for you. Don't give up your name for these men. Please, like, do what you got to do. I won't judge you if you do. But I am telling you, especially if you have a career that the name is important, it's tied to it, like me. My name is everything. If I change my name, people will be like, I would literally have to start all over. And I see comedians and writers have to do this. Research. Tell me in your comments because I'm missing. There's a lot of like, if you're a professor, if you write books, if you're like any kind of scientist, any kind of performer, any one of the arts, and you change your name for this dude, plus 3 babies, three children. You could have died 3 times. You went through hell with your body. You probably piss your pants all the time now because if not the first or second, that third one made your pelvic floor drop, which I didn't even know what a pelvic floor was until TikTok because I don't know anything about my body. Didn't know perimenopause, what that was. Now I understand while I'm the Hulk and cry for no reason. That just the children alone and just getting married and having children, not to mention all the stuff that we talk about all the time that women do for men. Sacrifice for men. Probably gave up her career for this douche. And then he's like, I really want to get married to the new girl. Can we just pretend like that never happened? You know, that these children are bastards. Like, isn't that, like, what? I mean, for women to even go back to their name. And I know it's different in different countries. I've talked about this before. They don't make you do all this crap in most countries. But in the U.S., you got to change your name. You don't have to, but they make it hard. You're expected to. And men who have a problem with you not changing your name, red flag. Look at his face all smushed. Oh, he can't even open his eyes. Oh, God, I'm sorry. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be. But the Jesus thing and this, I'm pissed. The DMV, all these places make it so hard. Women can't even vote a lot of times because they make this so hard for her to change her name back after she already worked hard to change it. And he's all like, let's just pretend this never happened. Because it's easier for my new wife to get married to me, who I also probably cheated with. I feel that my cousin is not being truthful to himself, or I feel. No, this is a this is not a I feel statement. This is, cut those words out of this statement. This is truth. Truth to himself or his fiance about his marriage. Wait a second. Does she not know? Ow. Oh my God. Again, I tell you, I just like flipped through this. By the way, I just started Patreon. I keep forgetting to tell y'all. Please join my Patreon. Even if it's just for a free member so you get updates and stuff about what I'm doing. The link's in bio. But all my personal stuff, like really personal stuff and in my lives and stuff, whatever. Go over there and see what it is. She doesn't know he was married. Does she know he had kids? There's no telling what this man has told her. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't even know he has children because they're probably grown. Or he's probably like, oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if he told her that the wife is dead. Like what? I don't understand. What do you mean not being truthful to his fiance? I don't understand how this could not be him just lying about being married. How is he going to keep up with this lie? You don't think the kids are going to mention something about their mom? What? I don't understand how this is what drives me crazy about family guys, religious guys, or whatever. This man is so Catholic, and he goes to church probably every Sunday, and he probably goes to confession or whatever that booth is called, and it probably says however many Hail Mary, like he probably has been absolved of his sin by what? Saying some Hail Marys? Is that the one that does that? Right? That's Catholic, right? And is this selfish and immoral? Like, I mean, none of this surprises me because, like, I don't have anything against Catholic. I like Southern Baptist, Church of Christ, Mormon, what else? Scientology. I have way bigger beef with all them. But at the end of the day, anybody who justifies being a douchebag and then and hiding whatever you're doing behind God, like, fuck off. Like, I don't know who your God is or what your definition of God is, but your God is a king baby prick if he's okay with this. So either you are misunderstanding something or you're hiding behind religion. Anyway, I got nothing against religion, as long as it's not forced on other people and isn't full of people doing this. Like this, doing all this because he has to have a Catholic wedding. Lying, erasing his wife, lying to her, the fiance, having the cousin lie for all this, so you can have an annulment. Okay. Keep moving, Melanie. So now he's like, okay, about his marriage, and to ask me to lie to a priest. Yeah, look at you. You got your cousin lying to a priest, of all people. Come on. To retroactively strike a marriage from the record feels like a step too far. Yeah. That is a step too far, okay? I'll validate that feeling for you. Then again, I also care for my cousin and recognize that a Catholic wedding means a lot to him. Fork him and his fiancée. Ugh. If he's willing to go through the annulment, I want to support him in the pursuit of new happiness. Should I lie so that my cousin can marry? Oh, no! Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, the only thing I don't like about the ethicist is, like, very, like, not fun language. Like, I'm Mr. Smarty Pants language. I can't long term marriage in the complex, but the grounds for declaring marriage null and grounds that is this your wedding day. Marriage isn't null because it went bad. It must never have been valid. Okay, whatever, don't care. And in the marriage without committing to your partner unconditionally for life. That could count as a partial, okay, I don't know. This is all, like, it's boring. Okay, yeah. Pause to read if you want to read this. I don't think it's important. Or, I don't know. I don't care. What's more, I'm not hearing you say that you're the only person your cousin could enlist in order to secure an annulment. Your own sense of integrity matters. Yeah! See, I agree with that. If you feel uncomfortable providing the testimony he wants, you should stand by your principles. Explain to your cousin that you support his desire to remarry, but that you can't flat out lie about what you believe to be the nature of his marriage. I expect that he would find someone else if he wanted to stick with this story. You might also encourage him to consult with a canon lawyer. It's not obvious that the new life he has to start with a whole cloth falsification of his previous one. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't go through all the comments, but like this one I agree with. Shocked by how many people think lying is the way. I'm atheist and could not care less about the Catholic Church, but I do care about integrity. If you're choosing to participate in an organization, follow the rules, take action to have them changed or walk away. Is this true? If your cousin can write a big enough check, he can get his annulment. That's how it works. The rest of it is just going through the motion. What? Is this true? Is this how the Catholic Church works? You write a check to the priest? Are they just kidding? What is happening here? I mean, honestly, any group of people that's like lies about having like I don't really care about them anymore. Look at this, and I always like the Catholic Church has all these rules and regulations about honesty and truthfulness and what really happened and what didn't. Just go to Vegas. Do you not know that he's marrying a woman who's Catholic and probably much younger? We know how this goes, right? And my guess is this is her first marriage. Y'all, if a man, I'm telling you, if a man wants to like have a terrible second wedding because he replaced his first wife with you. Don't ever let him do this to you. First of all, like, you should marry him or not. But if you want that wedding, you have that wedding. Don't let his shame or lies make you change this day that may have been really important to you. You want to wear that nice dress? You wear that nice dress. You want a big old party? You want it done right in the Catholic Church? You do that. The problem is this man's been married and he's lying to you. God, they have so much nerve. They have so much nerve, y'all. I'm telling you, please do this. Start asking these men that you're dating, if you're dating men. A lot of y'all aren't, because you're like, I'm done. And I respect that decision. But for those of you who are currently in relationships or dating or whatever, you need to find out right away what this man likes about you. And it can't be things that he could say about other people. It needs to be unique to you. And if he can't do that, that man does not like you. Like, he likes having you around. He likes having someone to punk. He likes all the things you do for him. But he doesn't like you, the person. He likes you as an idea, you as maybe a fantasy, you as endless free labor. But he doesn't like you. You. I accidentally did this experiment with Anthony. I didn't mean to. I was writing about the author for a book proposal. And I was like, I don't know what to write. I hate having to talk about myself. You know, I'm like, oh, MelanieHamlett is a commit there. And he just started talking. He was like, babe, you're like, and I was like, oh my God. Like, the stuff he said, I mean, the tornado rainbow, like, it was a lot of stuff. I actually felt like I understood myself more because of what he reflected back to me, because he saw things in me that I didn't even see myself. And since he said that, I was like, wow, I do that. I am like that. And these were nice things, like awesome things, right? That's what these men are supposed to do. That's the point of relationship. You know yourself, but there's parts of you can't even see. Some of them you need to work on, and they're going to reflect that. But so many of them are amazing, and you don't see them, and they see them. And that's why they're like, oh my God, right? And that's what I see in him. I'm like, God, if you only knew how I saw you, you know? Like, he's a very confident man. And I am confident, more or less. I still have that voice that's like, you suck. But like, that's never going away. I just know how to, I know how to move in the world and respect myself and love myself. And even have compassion for that voice. IFS therapy has helped with that a lot. And that kind of like, that's just been part of my healing. But part of the point of relationships, I'm not even saying just romantic relationships, like my friend Liz, my soulmate Liz, I got to know myself because of her. And other good friends in my life have helped me discover who I am, because I didn't even see this stuff in myself. And so if your partner should be your friend, they should be your best friend, because you're going to share a house maybe with them, right? You may share finances with them, although you need your own separate thing that they can never, ever touch. But you're going to be doing a lot, together, a lot of trust. And, right? So if that person doesn't gas you up and see you the same way, but even better than your best friend who is crazy about you, or whoever in your life. Maybe it's your sister, maybe it's someone else who's just, they see you in a way that really helps you understand yourself and love yourself, and also have to work on yourself. They help you grow. If your partner doesn't do that, what is the point? You are replaceable. You're replaceable. I'm sorry. That's not good to hear. Because if they just see what you do that benefits them, but what you do, right? Rather than who you are, the essence of you, if they don't see your soul, right? Because of patriarchy, that man's going to exploit you. And that is how we get relationships like this, where the woman didn't realize there was a problem until he just started over as if she never existed. That is so tragic.